Hey guys, how's it going? It's Macedawg here, and in today's episode, we're going to be making a dock for a creative world, a little update about the channel, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Macedawg here, and we're back making more videos. In this episode, we're going to be working on a walkway for our little island, and we're going to be working on building a dock. As you can see, I left plenty of room here so we can start our dock. I'm hoping that we'll reach far enough into the water so that in another episode we'll be able to make some sort of ship. I don't know if it's a pirate ship or what, but let me know. I've also added some blocks here just as preparation for this build. It just makes it easier in the long run, and it gives me a little idea of what I want to look for when I'm building this. I do want to confirm that this creative series is more than likely going to be a part of my live streams that I'm going to be having, and that hopefully will be a part of my usual uploads, but the current goal is to at least have one video up a week and possibly have a live stream in there as well. More information will be available on my Twitter and Instagram. They're shown up on the screen, and if you want to go follow those, that's the best way to get any information from this channel. I do want to say that I have been working on new ways for scheduling and trying to maintain a good balance between recording and editing. So if you guys do want to see how I kind of structure these videos and how I'm, changing the way that I'm scheduling and everything for these videos, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll show you how, the best ways that worked for me for making these YouTube videos. So as of right now, I'm just building a pathway, trying to give a better idea on what we're going to be doing with the dock, and I'm hoping that I can have some sort of staircase that goes down to this dock. I think what we need to start doing is to kind of work with the land and see if we can have a little bit more of a natural landscape, but also be able to dig into the side so that we're able to get up to the main part. So I'm going to be working on that right now. And as the series continues, I do really want to have suggestions from you guys on more houses to build and what you'd be interested in me building for this little creative cove. Now that we have the stairs done, I actually do feel like we are missing something. One of the things that I always like to have in all of my worlds is to have a to-do board or a to-do list, and this is actually a perfect place because any of the comments that you have in the description down below, I'll add to this board, and hopefully these are some things that I'll be adding to this cove. So we're just starting with a little pathway, and I just wanted to have kind of a rough idea of what I wanted. I think the best part is to use little legs, such as these fence posts, and it's going to just be a small square. I was going to make it just a flat board, but I find that a square might be a little easier. There's more room if you guys have a lot of suggestions. And as we finish putting up those signs, I know it looks a little weird. I might touch up on it a little later, but I do feel like where these stairs are looks a little too almost artificial. So I really want to try to smooth this out just so it looks a little bit more natural and maybe easier on the eye when you're going down these stairs. So I'm just going to try to clean this up a little bit and have more of a gradual slope. One of the things that I did choose, and you can see down below, is I decided to use the stripped jungle logs. I feel like these are a block that aren't really used too often, but for some odd reason, I find that they have a really nice rich color, and that it'll probably make a really good dock for what we're doing. The only downfall to it is the planks are directional based, so I do have to be careful of that while I'm working on this dock. As you can see, I'm trying to get more of like a curved dock right at the end, just because I want to see if I can make it a little bit easier for when we have boats inside this ocean or this cove. I find that having this dock curved will allow for more of a better entry into boats, and hopefully it'll make it easier for us so we can have it more sloped down and closer to the water. I also am building out right here, so in hopes that I can kind of have a lower deck as well. So by having this more rounded, I found that it would be a nice little area for the boats. And there's the top view. Awesome. By having this lower, it does add that little deck underneath, and it makes it easier to go in and out of the water. I do think the best thing to do with this dock is to kind of spruce it up and give it a little bit more of a, design. I think the best thing to do would probably add some sort of roof for this build. I wasn't quite sure on the height that I wanted for it, but I ended up going with this, and I found that the easiest way to start was actually to start from the end and the beginning and kind of work its way to the middle. I didn't really record this. I had some issues with the recording at this point, and also it took up a lot of time, and I didn't really want to waste your guys' time with that. So as you can see, it'll just clip real quick, but I found that this was the best method on connecting these. One of the things that I do need to work on, and as you could probably see in the other parts of this series, is I need to work on my interior decorating for all of my builds. I don't really have a good skill with that, and I am working on it to see if I can do anything good with it, but I'm just going to be adding the bare essentials of the crafting bench and the furnaces, and we're going to be adding some chests along the sides, hopefully for any pirate adventures that we do have in the future, or anybody that's going fishing. I think that would be nice to kind of have them lined up on each side, and it will give more of a complete feel. I don't find that this is a permanent fix. Maybe I'll fix it later down the line, but as of right now, I think these chests look good. And lastly, my favorite part about building is always the lighting. As you can see in the ceiling, I did add lighting to it, but I also like using these lanterns. As you can see in the last build, I love using lanterns and small things to add different lighting to the area. I know that it doesn't really show a lot during the day, but when it becomes nighttime, not only is it safe to fight off zombies, but it makes it look better at night. So as you can see right now, I'm just trying to line up all of the lanterns that I do have, just so they kind of look better. I don't know if I'm going to keep them, but they look nice for right now, and we'll see what happens in later episodes. And there's the final product. For right now, this is what it looks like. I don't think it looks too bad, but it's a nice little addition to our cove. We did add the dock, we add the new pathway, and we had also added our to-do list, or our board that we have right here. So I'm really happy to get back with this, and I'm really happy to have these new builds. As I said before, this will more than likely become a live stream event where I'll be coming up once a week with this. I'm not entirely sure of the scheduling, but I will let you guys know. And guys, to end the video off, like I said, if you do want to see that video of organization and how I decide to organize my videos, if that would help you in the future, let me know in the comment section below on if you'd like to see that. And also don't forget to look at my Instagram and Twitter. Hopefully those will be more updated and more recent. And last thing, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help the channel out a lot, and I hope to see if we can get 75 subscribers by the end of August. Until then, I'll see you guys real soon.